Fly ball, right field. Back goes Conforto. That ball is gone. Man, oh man, oh man, he is in Mexico City. Manny Machado with 2 home runs leads the home run fiesta in Mexico as the Padres outslug the Giants 16-11. Today's game is presented by Pacifico. Back in Mexico City, fans making their way in for Game 2 of 2 between the Giants and the Padres. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo along with Mark Grant. Welcome to Padres baseball. Well, yesterday, 11 home runs between the two teams, 6 for the Padres and mud. The altitude, a huge factor here yesterday.
Who doesn't love a good game of a home run derby? We saw it yesterday, just an onslaught of home runs, and the bats came out with a vengeance. Everybody's getting into the act. With the home run battle at the altitude, this first game in Major League history in Mexico City, 11 home runs, 6 by the Padres. I really like the great plan at the plate by everybody. Going the other way, hitting into the opposite field. Trent Grisham had some good at-bats. Fernando Tatis Jr., even though he hit the home run, the double going the other way, wearing the sombrero. It's all good in Mexico City.
Coming up, can you limit the homers? Today, Yu Darvish takes the baseball and trying to quiet the Giants' bats. First pitch is next from Mexico City on Bally Sports San Diego. Padres baseball brought to you by Petco, official partner of the San Diego Padres. By Pacifico. Pacifico is a rich golden lager brewed for those who follow their own path. Pacifico, live life anchors up. By Valley View Casino and Hotel. Join the most generous Players Club in Southern California and receive over $100 in free instant offers, no strings attached. And by USAA, committed to the military community and their eligible family members. Back in Mexico City, Game 2 of the 2-game set between the Padres and the Giants. And, well, a lot of these Polaroids yesterday as the Padres powered up for 6 home runs in the ball game yesterday. Time now for our weather report brought to you by HES Solar. Another comfortable day, 81 degrees. Northeast at 5 miles per hour, the breeze.
Stepping up to the plate for the Giants, Lamont Wade Jr. Stepping up to the mic with the play-by-play is Don Orsillo. Donnie, take it away.
Thanks very much, Budley. Here we go. First pitch of the ball game is going to miss inside for ball 1. And we're underway from Mexico City. Well, leading it off, Lamont Wade Jr., the first baseman for the Giants. A little more humid today, although temperatures nearly the same, but it is a little bit more humidity in the air.
Yes, the air seems to be a little bit thicker, and you know, we've all experienced humidity. As a player on the field, that's what you'd like. Stay hot, stay stretched out.
As a player or as a pitcher?
Probably both.
More so as a pitcher?
More so as a pitcher, yeah, you bet. And it's good because, you know, there are some environments where you go in, you sit down, and it's dry like Arizona, and you dry up. I like the humidity where you go sit down and you're still working up a lather is what I like to say, right?
Well, a tall task today for Yu Darvish. He saw what took place here yesterday.
Yeah.
And what happened to Joe Musgrove and many of the other pitchers. Here's a line drive to right field. It's back and it's gone. What a way to start today with a home run. The first hitter, a leadoff home run for Lamont Wade Jr. Not the most surprising thing in the world. And it's 1-0 Giants. Line drive home run.
Home run derby continues. This is the cut fastball, and I was just about to say, with the abundance of pitches that Yu Darvish throws, what will be the pitch today? Well, that was a cutter. It doesn't mean you can't throw another cutter. It was poor location. Wade Jr. was all over it.
Estrada showing bunt will take the strike.
And I'm wondering if, obviously, location of the fastball is very key for any pitcher. But let's see if Darvish goes to more of the split finger. Maybe takes the spin out of his pitches.
Darvish was watching this all last night, and I saw Ruben Niebla after the game last night. He said that Darvish jokingly came up to him in the middle of the game and said that his arm was starting to, he felt a little something in his arm, may not be able to go today. So it was pretty funny.
That is funny.
But he makes the start, gives up a home run to leadoff hitter just to confirm what his fears were, I guess, a little bit.
Yeah.
Trying to settle down here.
Well, it's going to take more than one, that's for sure.
Estrada off to a fantastic start this year. And a foul off to the right out of play. Let's take a look at StatCast powered by Google Cloud.
Well, Estrada is hitting the ball all over the place. And this is what's really impressive. This season, 35 hits, the single, yeah, but the double and the home run. And look at those pool noodles. It's all over the place. He's just not one swing and not just one part of the ballpark. Those noodles are all over the place.
Swing and a miss, and he goes lunging. Strikeout number 1 for Yu Darvish. Now let's check out the Giants starting 9, brought to you by Appliance Alley. You saw Lamont Wade Jr. and Estrada. Peterson coming up the DH with Haniger in left, Conforto in right, Davis at third base with Yastrzemski in center. Bart does the catching today, and Wisely at second base. Rounds out the starting 9 for Gabe Kapler. He's got a 1-0 lead here in the first with 1 away, and here is Jock Peterson.
You think Gabe got a workout in early before the game?
I don't think there's any doubt in my mind.
Because he looks jacked.
Probably hours. He works. I think he works out.
It looks like he did a lot of wrist curls maybe today.
Yep. Swing and a miss. Tied up there was Jock Peterson. There's a cutter.
Once again, home run cutter, right? Doesn't mean you can't throw it. It's just the location. And hopefully Yu Darvish can make that adjustment. That was a nice one there.
I'm a Braves fan, but I'm a Padres fan.
And 0-2.
You.
Let's take a look at Darvish's numbers so far this year coming in, making his 5th start of the season. 1-2, 3.00 ERA. Darvish beat the Diamondbacks 7-5 last Sunday. Allowed just 1 run in 5 2/3. Racing to the bag, and Carpenter just gets there. Gonna slide for it. And Peterson was really beating it down the line. He's up number 2.
Yeah, I think Matt realized towards halfway there he's got to get going because it was longer than he thought. And thank goodness nobody twists an ankle, because that could have been very gnarly over there at first base.
Two down for Mitch Haniger. Talking about the start against Arizona for Yu Darvish. D-backs beat him 7-5. Allowed 1 run in 5 2/3. However, Darvish walked 5 batters in that start against Arizona. Struggled with his command, and so far 12 walks across 24 innings. Pretty unusual for Darvish.
Yeah, that's uncharacteristic.
He's got some tough numbers too against the Giants since joining the Padres. A swing and a miss for Haniger. He's 1-2 with a 7.12 ERA in 6 starts against San Francisco since the start of 2021. And in 30 1/3 innings, he's allowed 24 earned runs. Haniger grounds 1 foul. Let's take a look at the players on the field, presented by the Players Club at Valley View Casino. Left to right in the outfield, Soto, Grisham, and Tatis. Third to first in the infield, it is Machado, Bogarts, Cronenworth, and Carpenter, with Nola doing the catching for Yu Darvish. Padres have won 6 of their last 9 games. And the Giants have dropped 2 straight after they had a 5-game winning streak. Swing and a miss, and Darvish strikes out Haniger. A home run for Lamont Wade Jr. It's 1-0 Giants. Starting lineup. Leading it off is Tatis. He's in right with Machado at third, Soto in left, Bogarts at short, Cronenworth at second with Cruz, the DH. Big 5-hit game last night. Carpenter's at first. Nola does the catching, and Trent Grisham in center field rounds out the starting 9 for the Padres. Alex Cobb on the mound today for the Giants.
Having a fine season early on in 28 1/3 innings pitched. A nice ERA of 1.91.
Swing a foul off the bat of Fernando Tatis Jr.
Now, home runs are the common theme here in this series. We know that. Alex Cobb, when he's on his game, gets a lot of grounders. See if the Padres can get pitches up in the zone and elevate them for souvenirs this afternoon.
Fernando went 2 for 6 with a home run and a double in last night's game. So it's going hitless in his debut, going 0 for 5 in that first game. It's been really good. This one to left. Haniger coming in, and he makes the catch, hung up long enough for him to come in to make the grab. this is start number 6 for Alex Cobb.
Yeah, and he's a good one. Been around a long, long time into his 12th season. The former Ray, Oriole, Angel, now a Giant. 35 years young. He's a 5-pitch pitcher. Sinker and splitter are his go-to pitches. He'll mix in a slider, a curveball, and a 4-seamer.
Tossed a shutout on Monday against the Cardinals. Struck out 4 batters, gave up 6 hits in a 4-0 victory. His first shutout since 2012 with the Rays.
That's a long time, Donnie.
Well, you just don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, how many complete games do teams have?
Yeah, it's gone by the wayside.
It's not a thing.
It's not a Randy Jones thing anymore.
No.
RJ, the left-hander.
17 ground ball outs. Look at that tab.
You look at it.
17 ground ball outs.
That's unbelievable. Throws across his body. Goes from the first base side of that pitcher's plate. So a little deception in there as well.
Well, that one went off the roof. Came down, hit the facing of the Padres dugout. The fencing in front. And then went all the way out to second base. First one we've seen hit the roof.
The roof.
Again, it's a dead ball that hits the roof. Swing and a miss for Manning. Talk about big games last night. Manny Machado with 2 home runs of the 6 the Padres collected.
That was some game last night.
Clubs combined for 11 home runs. Too shy of the single game record. Swing and a miss as Machado strikes out. That's the first strikeout for Alex Cobb. 2 down here in the first inning.
Upstairs with the fastball looked like it. A little giddy up as well. 97 Bart wants it down and away. It's got some good movement to it as well.
So 2 down here in the first inning. It brings up Juan Soto. Soto's a little more aggressive, I thought, in last night's game.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you there. If he's going to be aggressive, Don, I think you should think left field, center field, take some at-bats and try to work it the way we know Juan Soto, when he's swinging the bat, is doing well, and that's taking it to left field. Hey, there's a home run out there as well. There's doubles out there. Rather than being in pull mode.
Chopped through the right side into right field. It's amazing how quickly it gets through.
Yeah.
And into right field, a 2-out base hit for Juan Soto.
It's like a parking lot out there.
Yeah.
See that ball bouncing? Artificial turf, we talked about that. It's a quick track. That's an off-speed pitch, it looks like. Up. Actually, that was a 4-seam fastball.
Cobb's got a 62.5% ground ball rate, second in the majors. Only behind Framber Valdez. And that, you know, you think about it, it's all those ground balls that could help him out here in this high altitude situation.
Absolutely.
To be a ground ball pitch, that may be what works here. I don't know.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. But the good clean grounder, yes. But those choppers, when you get a sinker baller like that, you get a lot of infield hits possibly on those high bouncers around home plate.
And 7,350 feet. This is down to third, and a grounder picked by J.D. Davis. And the throw across in time to end the inning. Done with 1. Giants have a 1-0 lead. Venture into inning number 2 back in Mexico City. Game 2 of this 2-game set. Padres and Giants. And it's Michael Conforto who leads it off here for the Giants. Conforto hitting a 203 to start the day. 4 homers, 10 runs batted in for the former New York Met, who missed all of last year. And trying to shake off some of the rust in 2023.
Yeah, might take a while. I think the Giants got themselves a pretty good pickup in Conforto.
Yeah, I think so. Good years. I was a little surprised he didn't go back to the Mets.
Yeah.
Where he had spent his entire career. Shadows starting to make their way across the home plate area. Yesterday, of course, a later start time, so we were further along in the day.
Yeah.
But that roof kind of casts a shadow. Fly ball. Anything in the air's got a chance. Soto going back to the warning track to make the catch on what would normally be a little pop fly to shallow left. Well, we had a stare-off before the game, and two former teammates, Nick Martinez, Sean Manaea, going head-to-head. This went on for, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes after finally Manaea walks away. And Nick Martinez is the victor.
Yes, he deked him. You know, the umpires talked to each of them, and Nick Martinez was like, I'm holding my ground. I'm not going anywhere.
He waited. So, Sean took one step away.
The reaction was priceless. Nick and his teammates.
It was a big victory. It was a win before the game.
It really was.
That's hard to do.
Really helped the morale of the club.
The game within the game.
It's essentially telling your teammates don't back down. Right?
Yeah. But first base umpire Jeremy Rehak talked to Nick Martinez about moving. Alfonso Marquez talked to Sean Manaea about moving. And Sean was first to go. Fly ball, right field. Tatis back at the wall. That's going to go. Wow. J.D. Davis gets his 6th home run of the year. And it's a Mexico City home run. It's 2-0.
All right, buckle up. Hunker down. Mentioned it yesterday about getting pitches away and taking it that way. That was the cut fastball once again. Very nice swing by Davis. And Yu Darvish is like, really? That's a pop-up? Oh, wow.
It's a pop-up that just went out of the yard.
Yeah. And even the one off of Conforto's bat to left, that was a pop-up, and that went to the track. Uh-oh.
Yastrzemski, I think it's going to stay in the yard. Look out, and it's the center fielder Grisham who steps in front and makes the catch for out number 2 as we check in with Bob.
Guys, we want to go back to some history for Yu Darvish in terms of success that he's had in these high altitudes. Go back to his last game in Colorado, where he actually threw very well. 6 innings, only 2 runs scored. But here's what he used. It was mostly the hard stuff, guys. The fastball and the cutter were the 2 primary weapons that he went with. He threw some splitters, and he threw them for strikes. You see a few sliders there as well. But the key thing was he stayed with the hard stuff, and also it seemed as though he stuck to a side of the plate. He worked up and down, but he didn't spend a lot of time worrying about trying to go in and out on guys in the conditions where you don't have a great feel for the ball. And now a violation is being called right here, guys. But the point is, Yu Darvish has learned how to pitch in these conditions, and we'll see if he can apply them here today, even if good pitches like we just saw are heading out of the ballpark. Guys, back over to you.
Let's get thanks very much. That violation charge to the hitter Bart, and now the first base umpire Jeremy Rehak wants to talk to the home plate umpire Pat Hoberg, and all the umpires are going to come together. So maybe they take this violation away. I don't know. Gabe Copper coming out to talk to Bart to see what his side of the story is. Let's see where the clock was at when he told him.
Okay, they're both engaged, right? 8 seconds.
8. That's fine.
And then he steps off.
Clock's still ticking here.
Right.
That should be on Yu Darvish if it expired. So he called timeout is what he just told Bob. So they're going to take that violation away. No strike.
Yeah, tear up that ticket.
No count.
Yeah. Ooh.
Got to have those today.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what type of strike zone we have. Last night was a little liberal, right? Both sides.
Alfonso Marquez. Fly ball, right field. Tatis over towards the line, makes the catch for out number 3. Home run for J.D. Davis, 2-0 San Francisco. Second inning, Jake Cronenworth will be leading it off as we take a look at the Hyundai keys to the game.
All right, well, there's time to adjust, right? Get down with Darvish. He's already given up 2 home runs, but still plenty of time to make an adjustment. He's got to stay down in the zone, go up and out of the zone by design, and adios pelota. A little nod, a little tip of the cap to John Miller, the voice of the San Francisco Giants, the Hall of Famer. His home run call is adios pelota. Hopefully for the Padres, Maybe Donnie can drop an adios pelota in honor of John Miller on a Padre home run.
There's Jay Cronenworth. Batter in the shadows now with the pitcher in the bright sunshine. Cronenworth starting the game, hitting at .219 with 3 homers, 13 runs batted in. Yeah, swing and a miss, healthy hack right there, foul tipped.
Hey, don't get cheated. I think a lot of the hitters early on during batting practice, there was a lot of opposite field home runs, ball flying out, but a lot of guys were in launch angle right from the get-go.
I think I would be. It'd be hard not to be.
Absolutely.
I mean, with the conditions being what they are. I mean, I don't think you're going up there looking for a single.
No.
I just want to get on base. I don't.
Something in the air.
Yeah. Because anything in the air has a
hit
chance.
Hard. Yep.
The 0-2 straightens him up with a pitch in. That's a 4-seam fastball. Gap out in right center field for Cronenworth. Slaps it foul to the screen. Cronenworth, Cruz, Carpenter. A bat here in the bottom of the second. Solo home runs for the Giants so far for Lamont Wade Jr. and J.D. Davis. Fly ball down the left field line has Haniger over towards the corner to make the catch. Shy of the warning track for out number 1. Well, that'll bring up Nelson Cruz, who had a 5-hit ball game, including this home run off Manayam, and I knew it right away. Chance to wear the sombrero.
Who will wear the sombrero today for San Diego?
5 hits yesterday versus the Giants. Second oldest player in Major League history with a 5-hit game. Pete Rose at 45 years old.
Wow.
A 5-hit game.
Gosh.
I did not realize Pete Rose played.
Oh, he played like 28 years it was or something like that. That's ridiculous.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I knew about the hits.
Yeah, the hit king.
The 0-1 pitch. And there for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Pete Rose played 24 seasons, and at age 45, the Reds in '86.
So that was the year he managed as well, right?
He was player manager that year, right?
At 5 hits in a game. I put myself back in the next day, I think.
That's unbelievable. 24 seasons.
So 1 down here in the second inning. Cruz waiting on an 0-2 pitch.
I tell you what, there's no way I'm betting on a guy 45 years old getting 5 hits in a game.
A little bit high. Looked like a pretty good pitch, but
yeah, it did.
It's ball and 2 strikes. I'm trying to get a feel for that baseball. Down to 2. Almost hit him.
Almost got his right elbow. How close is it? Looks like a splitter.
Whoa.
Oh, he almost got the wrist there.
Two from Alex Cobb. Fouled off to the right, out of play. Of course, screening all the way down here. Much safer for the fans, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, sit back, relax, enjoy ball game. If in fact you get a little distracted, you know, there's no worry there. I love the idea of that.
2-2 wrapped foul outside of third. Home run for Cruz last night, his 3rd in a Padres uniform. Along with 16 RBIs now and a .306 average. Making Cobb work. Fly ball, center field. Back goes Yastrzemski. Leaps, can't catch it. Bangs into the wall pretty hard. Cruz is going to round second. He's thinking three. Throw will be late. Got himself a triple.
Cruz was looking for that triple last night to complete the cycle. Last night, double, homer, single, double, homer. This afternoon, boy, he went down and got it. That one was down and in. And watch how close this one is. Just off the top of the wall, Yastrzemski goes down. And the big guy. He's got to be gassed.
At third with one away. And now Matt Carpenter. He'll take strike one. .229, 3 homers, 14 runs batted in. First 20 games of the year for Carpenter. Ground ball foul. Down 0-2. A score-free jumbo jack from Jack in the Box after a Padres home run. Chances are really good they're going to get one today.
Yeah.
That ball didn't get over the screening, so over to get it. They'll reset the clock. The runner on, 20 seconds to begin. Carpenter batting here, and here's the 0-2. That's the 15th career triple for Cruz, by the way. His first since 2021, April 27th at Cleveland. Inside out swing and a foul off to the left. Carpenter getting the start at first base. The majority of his starts have come in the DH capacity. Sung Kim getting the beginning of this game off. And Cronenworth sliding over to second base.
You know, we talk about Cruz being gassed after that triple in winded elevation. We talked about it. Donnie mentioned it just a little bit ago. 7,349 feet. Joe Musgrove said he felt yesterday the altitude did not affect him physically, but I tell you what, he said affecting the pitches, it was real. And that's why you got to concentrate on really making good pitches down in the zone.
So yeah, 7,350 feet here. And you know how crazy the games are in Denver. That's 5,279. So over 2,000 feet higher. It's amazing.
I know.
Swing and a miss, and he gets Carpenter. Second strikeout for Alex Cobb. 2 down. Let's check back in with Bob.
You know, guys, we know that Alex Cobb has the nasty split finger. He calls it the thing, and here's what it looks like when you put it in slow motion. Comes in, looks just like a fastball, then it takes a right turn on you. 17 outs recorded in his last outing versus the Cardinals on that split finger. And here you see it's coming in. Hit it, sees fastball to the last second, and then it goes horizontal and down to finally get the soft contact. What's interesting is he has the same amount of horizontal movement on it, guys, as his sinker. 14 inches for the sinker, 16 inches for that split finger, but it comes in looking exactly the same, only 5 miles an hour softer on the splitty, and then it has 7 inches of drop that the sinker doesn't have, but very effective. He makes them both look exactly the same. That's the secret to that pitch, is mimicking that it looks like the two-seam sinker, and we'll see if he has it today here in these conditions. You never know if he's going to have it working like Mud was just talking about with Joe Musgrove. Pitches were not working, especially to the right side like a sinker normally would. Let's see if the Padres can figure him out today, guys. Back up to you.
And Bob, great points on that, because that's why he gets a lot of grounders and weak fly balls, I would think. It's because it looks like the sinker, but because he's backing off on it because of the grip. You lunge at it, you think it, and you're out early, you top it, and you get that grounder. It's a really good pitch.
Yeah, it looks exactly the same, Mud. And what's interesting also is the Tampa Bay Rays, when he first signed with them, tried to get it away from him. He said, no, we don't want you to throw that split finger at all. They tried to make him throw a straight changeup for about 2 or 3 years, and then finally one of his pitching coach said, hey, how about a split? He goes, yeah, that's fine, but let's call it a changeup so that nobody's going to get upset about it. And that's how it came back to life, and it's been the bread and butter of his big league career.
It's been a very good year for him so far, and he is able to strike out Nola back-to-back Ks. We played 2 for Mexico City. It's 2-0 Giants. Third inning, Yu Darvish back on the hill with the Giants on top 2-0. 28 pitches so far for Darvish through the first 2. Brett Wisely leading it off for San Francisco out of the 9 spot. A swing and a miss has him down 0-2. Ground ball right side. Cronenworth to the backhand to first for out number 1 here in the 3rd inning. Well, Padres pitchers canine. Your canine or feline wins. Petco Vital Care members can visit participating Petco locations the next day to score a free 6-ounce wholehearted treat with an eligible purchase. 1 down in the 3rd. Order flips over.
Yeah, I got to take care of your perros y gatos. Dogs and cats. Love them.
Lamont Wade Jr. homer in the 1st inning. 1 of 2 solo shots today for the Giants. J.D. Davis has the other. A lot of cutters so far today.
Yeah, he's got the good feel for it. He made the mistake on the 2 home runs, but doesn't mean you can't throw it. It's where you throw it. He's been around to where he knows how to make those certain adjustments. Ooh. It looked like a good pitch.
Darvish into his 5th start of the year, a 3.00 ERA coming in. To center, and Grisham is there to make the catch for out number 2. Answer Saquon Scott report sweepstakes by replying to today's Saquon Scott report with more or less using the hashtag Saquon Scout. Today's Scott report: if you think the Padres and Giants will combine for 10 or more home runs in today's game, reply more. If you think they'll hit 9 or fewer homers, reply less. Now they hit 11 together in last night's game, so there's a good chance.
Stay tuned.
The over is possible. Did I double up on reports, or what did I do there?
I don't know.
First line was.
Did you box it?
It was a little fuzzy.
I think you got the point across.
Tyrell Estrada with 2 down in the inning.
Gonna keep this guy quiet. Did a nice job in the 1st after the home run, the strikeout.
It's off to a 350 start. For 1 in this game, struck out swinging in the 1st inning. Darvish got him. Speaking of strikes, speaking of cutters, Darvish calling his own game, which he does it a lot.
I like it.
On that pitch comm. So not only is it the pitch, but it's the location.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely. It gets down to specifics. Fastball away.
Especially with him.
Yeah.
So many pitches, but throws each pitch a little differently too in some instances.
Notice how he covers it with his glove too.
Yeah, nobody's going to see.
Right. There was a game. Well, I'm not going to say anything.
Line to left, and that's a base hit. Right in front of Soto, had to leap in the air to grab that. Bounce was pretty high on the artificial surface, and it's a 2-out single.
Yeah, this ball is struck really well. 105 down. It's a really good looking swing from Estrada. So after the strikeout on the fastball, he went down and got that one, smoked it to left.
2 down. Estrada at first base, held on over there by Carpenter, and it brings up Jock Peterson. to first, up over Carpenter and into right field. So Estrada now first to third. And there's that artificial surface again. Very hard in the infield, and a high hopper that gets up over Carpenter at first base. And all of a sudden, with 2 outs, the Giants have runners at the corners.
Exactly what we were talking about earlier. Look at this pitch here. Out in front of home plate. Big hop. Matt Carpenter just out of his reach, goes to his right a little bit, trying for the backhand. Perfect first and third situation for the Gigantes.
There's Mitch Haniger with Giants at the corners and 2 down already on top 2-0. Haniger a strikeout victim in the first. Swinging a foul tip off of Nola. Runner takes off for second, and they got him hung up. Between first and second, he just stopped, which fooled him a little bit. They got to keep an eye on the runner at third, too. And now throw to third, and he's going to be out. Got off too far. Estrada was trying to cheat down the line, hoping that with the pickle that Peterson was in, that he could maybe score, but he gets too far off, and the Padres pick him off. That was wild.
The fun never ends. There's the end result.
2-0 Giants. Last of the third. Crazy way to end last inning. The Giants running into an out. They had first and third with 2 outs. Padres able to pick off Estrada at third base. Here's Trent Grisham lead it off. And the home half of the third inning for the Padres. They're the home team in this Mexico City series.
Now the fun never stops, Donnie.
That was wild.
That was, wasn't it?
That went, let's see, 1 to 3 to 4 to 5.
You could hear the Padres dugout screaming.
Oh, Grisham gets hit. Might have been on that protective guard. Sounded that way. And a hit batsman starts the bottom of the third inning.
You can hear the dugout on that play. Step off, and he most certainly did. And he raced to end the inning. And here's that last pitch, up and in, off the elbow guard. Take one for the team.
Here's Fernando, lined out to left field, first time up. Time for the Kia player profile. Longest active streaks, he's got a 7-gamer going. Corbin Carroll and Owen Miller, top 2 active right now with 8-game hitting streaks. Fernando 0 for 1 in this game, lined out sharply to Mitch Haniger in left field in the first inning. Bouncing in, gets away from Bart, heading for second is Grisham. Not a problem. Wild pitch gets him into scoring position with nobody out.
We talk about this a lot, and you don't have to be a fast runner. Being a good base runner means this: good secondary lead. Daylight, got to go. Grisham goes, and he's in scoring position. Anyone can do that. Even you, Don Orsillo, on the base paths. Just get a good secondary lead.
Inside out swing and a foul to the screen. Trent Grisham standing at second base, nobody out, last of the third. Padres have been held to 2 hits so far by Alex Cobb. Soto with a single to right, Nelson Cruz with a triple to center. Both were left stranded.
Just barrel it up right here. All fields. It'll go.
Up the middle and deep. Wisely will just hold on to the baseball. Right in behind second base, and in shallow center field, he had no chance of getting Fernando. So he took a look towards third to see if Grisham would come around the bag. He did not. That's first and third. It's time now for the stats with Lowe's. With Manny Machado coming up here for the Padres. The most career multi-home run games since the beginning of 2015. Manny Machado with 32. Of course, had 2 here last night. Nelson Cruz third on that list with 27.
It doesn't surprise me because both those cats, they barrel pitches up consistently.
Toward first, and that was relatively close. Fernando not diving back, crossing over to get back. They are not going to challenge the Giants. They took a look and realized he got back safely. Last 19 games against the Giants, Machado with an OPS over 1,200 and 6 home runs.
I like that tab that's right there. It says last 19 games versus the Giants. I think it's a good reference.
This one is fouled off.
See that tab there, Donnie?
I'm done. Yes, I did. Did you call me John?
I almost dropped a Johnny on you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Johnny.
I thought we were closer than that.
What do you got for us, Johnny?
First and third, nobody out. Inside. Gonna stand the whole game, or?
I'm excited. I've been sitting for a long time, so I just thought stretch out the pins a little bit. Yeah.
Machado fouling it back. Pretty good rip there. That's the fastball at 90.
You know, we're so close to the fans here, to our right and to our left. You can just feel the excitement. These fans are really, you know, into it. A lot of buzz in the air. It's a party. It's a fiesta, if you will, Donnie.
Great crowd here last night, same today. Stadium holds around 20,000. A lot of standing room areas. Right field corner, left field corner as Machado down on strikes. 4th strikeout for Alex Cobb, and that's a knuckle curve that gets him.
Just when you're thinking one certain pitch from Cobb, you get another one. He reaches back and throws the curveball. A great location. That one started out of the hand like it was a strike, then bang into the dirt. Nice block by Bart. That's quite a pitch with the runner on third base. You got to have confidence in yourself and your catcher.
Here's Juan Soto. Runners at the corners. Juan single to right field in the first inning. Next pitch will be the 50th for Alex Cobb of his outing. That's through 2 1/3 innings so far in his outing. Throw to first, and again relatively close. But, Fernando dancing his way back to the bag. Held on over there by Lamont Wade Jr. Time now for our Coors Light beating the pressure. Seems like when the pressure heats up for Alex Cobb, that's when he gets really good and bears down.
You know what I think that is a reason? Because the off-speed stuff. He has confidence in his split finger, that curveball. In a fastball count, you know, a lot of hitters are looking fastball. They get froggy. And Cobb goes the other way because he can throw them for strikes. And I think that's one of the reasons why you see those numbers.
It's high for ball 2. That was 97.
Yeah.
Grisham at third. Tatis crossed the diamond at first with 1 away. Soto on the ground to second. Wisely go to second for 1. On to first. That's 2. The 4-6-3 twin killing ends the third. It's 2-0 San Francisco. Let's check out the T-Mobile coverage cam. And with runners at first and third, Jock Peterson got hung up in a pickle between first and second. And then Tyro Estrada got too far off third base. Throwing over is Cronenworth, and Machado applies the tag. That's great coverage. And the pickoff play at third. Got Darvish out of the jam in the third inning, and it's on to the fourth. Mitch Haniger hits one in the air to deep left field. It is very gone. Soto just turned and watched that one go.
Wow.
Haniger's second of the year. And the Giants take a 3-0 lead. Third solo home run of this game.
You know, usually an outfielder will give the old courtesy turn and maybe a little jog.
Whoa.
This is middle in, and he turns on it. Oh, wow.
So 3-0 San Francisco. And a strike to Michael Conforto. Fly out to the warning track in left field. Back in the second inning. 460 feet.
Wow.
The tail of the tape on that home run. .106 off the bat.
Somebody's putting helium in those baseballs.
So I got a home run for Lamont Wade Jr. in the first, a home run for J.D. Davis in the second, and more recently the leadoff home run by Mitch Haniger in the fourth inning. Now the good news is they're all solo shots.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Still within slam range.
We look at the scoreboard, and yes, the Padres are still within slam range. Plenty of baseball left on it.
Conforto thought about it. Did he go though? No. Alfonso Marquez says no. Line to center, and that's going to get in for a base hit and jump up over Grisham. That exploded off the artificial surface, and it's a double anyway for Conforto, but Grisham had that lined up, and then all of a sudden the big hop. Looked like it picked up speed after hitting the turf.
Straight Super Bowl right there. This ball is crushed, and then watch this hop. You know, Grisham's on it. He's going to get on the short hop.
Whoa.
Look out. Wow.
So Conforto at second base.
I mean, could you imagine playing 81 home games here?
Honestly, no.
I know, and I realize, you know, I said it yesterday, both teams, right? It's one of those where, you know, it's too cold, it's too hot. Well, you know what? The other team's got to do it too. Quit your whining, right? But still, it just seems, I feel bad for these pitchers. And
I don't enjoy games at Coors Field, I'll be honest.
Position players, I don't either.
I mean, then you add 2,000.
Denver, great city.
Oh, I love Denver.
Great people.
One of my favorite stops.
Awesome. First pitch to last pitch?
Yeah,
the worst.
Horrible. Yeah, it's not fun.
No.
It's not baseball. I don't.
So it's just like, okay, who's going to be the last team standing after this one's said and done regarding home run derby?
So Conforto at second base.
The fans love it.
They do. Lots of offense. Well, if you like offense, this is your game. This is through the left side. Conforto wasn't sure, so he's just now to third base. He didn't think that was going to get through. But it does, and that's 3 straight hits for the Giants here in the fourth inning. Bring up Mike Yastrzemski.
Oh, you know, Darvish can only control the ball out of his hand. He cannot control where that ball goes. That's perfectly placed to the 5.5 hole, out of the range of both Machado and Bogarts.
First and third, nobody out. Yastrzemski flied out to center field. His first time up. Takes a look at ball one down and in. time called here, and we're going to get a mound visit for Nola and the rest of the infield. Yu Darvish, a little bit of a break, a little breather. Now a quick word from Bill Howe.
You've heard our jingle, we know how. We also know why. After 40 years, you continue to trust us. Quality and service matter. Call 1-800-BILL-HOWE because
we know how.
So Yu Darvish had not allowed a home run in 24 innings prior to today. And 3 home runs so far today. It's the most he's allowed since the start back in September of last year at Arizona.
I got an idea. I think for games like this, in the stats, there should be an asterisk next to.
Is that Mexico City series?
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. Stremski chasing that. I'm sure Joe Musgrove would agree with you on that.
Yeah. But you know, though, Joe's the type of guy, and you know him just as well as anybody, he's not going to complain about, once again, it falls under the category of their guys got to do it too.
He called it a great game.
Yeah.
He said it was
because his team won.
Really fun. This is into center field. Base hit for Yastrzemski. From third comes Conforto. And adding on here are the Giants on top 4-0.
Sounded like Yastrzemski fights this one off. Let's check out the pitch. Oh, it was a little too quick to it. Off the end of the bat. Giants hitting the ball hard this inning and finding some holes as well. Haniger the home run. Conforto.
2 on, nobody out, 2 runs in. And Joey Bart. Strike 1. Bart flied out to right in the second. Four straight hits now for San Francisco, and 2 runs in the fourth. Downstairs. Didn't go. Strike 3 call gets him on the outside edge. Strikeout number 3 for Yu Darvish. First out here of the 4th inning.
You know, it's so hard sometimes for pitchers. Once you give up a big hit, or you got 4 pitches in a row, or 4 hits in a row rather, you've got to erase that. He just freezes him right there. Bart has got another pitch of Darvish in the back of his mind. Frozen pizza.
So 1 out. Runners at first and second. Here's Brett Wisely. And he'll tap it foul. Next pitch will be the 60th of the game for Yu Darvish through 3 1/3 innings. And of course, yesterday, Padres got pretty deep into that bullpen.
Hey, speaking of the bullpen, congratulations to Tom Cosgrove.
Yeah, he got the win.
Isn't life wonderful?
Yeah.
He comes in, he gets a third of an out. He gets the only batter he faces, ground ball to second. He gets credit for the win in his major league debut. How awesome is that?
Oh, 2 to Wisely. Good block there by Nola. No advance for the base runners. There he is, Tom Cosgrove in the pen. He's got his first major league win here last night.
Is that a bowling pin?
Not sure.
Just came from the lanes, picking up a 7-10 split. It's just like a little weighted bat. Do some exercises and stretching. Maybe he is a bowler. Beer frame.
First and second with one away. Ground ball, foul outside of first. Saw Wisely come into the game yesterday defensively. His first year in the big leagues and the 10th game that he has been a part of. One hit and 15 at bats so far in the majors. Full count. With one out, J.D. Davis at second, Yastrzemski at first. Top of the order, and Lamont Wade Jr. waiting on deck. Swing and a miss, and Darvish is able to strike out wisely. Back-to-back Ks for you, Darvish, and 4 in all.
Well, after a rough start, 4 hits in a row, strikeout, strikeout. What is this one on? Looks like a high cut fastball. Sometimes the hanger just up a little bit more works to your advantage. Not too wise to swing at that one, though.
2 on, 2 down, and Lamont Wade Jr. He homered in the first. Solo shot to right field, and then he lined out to center in the third. Ruben Niebla pops out, and now so does Bob Melvin. He wants a trainer. Don't know if they noticed something that happened to you, but Ben Frazier.
Remember he cramped up? Was it in Arizona where he cramped up?
He says he's fine. It looks like he's trying to wave Bob off, I think. Take a look here. What we see after the pitch. Took a look at his hand.
Yeah.
So that's what Bob saw. It's J.D. Davis at second. Mike Yastrzemski at first. 2 down. 2 runs in for San Francisco. Bluffs off the backside. No throw. In there for a strike. Went to the curveball that time.
Very nice.
Swing and a miss, and going right back to it again. So back to back, and he jumps ahead 1 and 2.
So important to bury that pitch, that curveball. Let's take a look at it. Nola's got to anticipate. He gets in a good position. He's already on one knee. Smother and recover.
Swing and a miss, and Darvish strikes out 3 in a row. 2 runs for the Giants. They take a 4-0 lead. Four to nothing on top of the Giants as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Well, Padres season ticket memberships are sold out. Join the On Deck membership waitlist to receive priority access to memberships once they become available. Waitlist members receive ticket discounts and invitation to a member event and more. Learn more at Padres.com/waitlist. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Xander Bogaerts to lead it off. He's not reached base yet. 29 straight games in a Padres uniform he has. Rounded out to third base in the first inning, 0 for 1. Bogarts, Cronenworth, and Cruz in the fourth. Xander down 1-2. Chase that curveball.
Cobb breaking out the old number 2 recently as well. He's got some good assortment of pitches that we've seen this afternoon. The splitter is working well. The fastball, of course, 95, 96, and then that curveball. Curveball.
And Bogart strikes out. That's strikeout number 5 for Alex Cobb.
That's the knuckle curve. He buries that index finger on the baseball, and then that middle finger, that ball goes over that middle finger a little easier to get that rotation.
It's Jay Cronenworth, who flied out to left in the second inning.
Here's a curveball here. And we have the luxury of the center field camera to look. You can see inside his glove. But a traditional curveball like this, and what Cobb does is this. So when he goes in his glove, we can see that, like that knuckle. See the knuckle? Oh, that's a splitter coming. That's a splitter. You can see the fingers spread.
So if you were a hitter, or you're just going off the center field camera?
I'm just going off center field camera.
Okay.
I
thought he was tipping his pitches.
No. But we have the luxury of that center field camera, so when he goes into his set position, like that, so that would be center field. Yeah. So like in his glove, you can see the knuckle like that kind of, and then the split finger, you kind of see that. Let's see if we can see the next pitch. Knuckle curve. See the knuckles up? Oh, now he's switching. Yeah, knuckle curve.
Missing away with that knuckle curve. .60 pitches so far for Cobb.
Splitter.
On the ground, sharply hit, and Wade Jr.'s got it himself to the bag. Cronenworth retired. 2 down. Well, the Padres have had several memories in Mexico. Let's take you back, and Ken Caminetti, who was dehydrated, had this is a famous Snicker bar game, and 2 home runs after suffering from dehydration back August 18th of 1996. That was in Monterey.
Wow, look at that high definition working, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely SD, huh? Standard definition. As a timeout here, and Joey Bart, catcher, out to talk to Cobb. With Nelson Cruz coming up with 2 outs and the bases empty.
Just a little refresher course with 2 outs and Nelson Cruz.
In there for strike 1. Well, against Cobb, Cruz, it's .393, 11 for 28, 2 doubles, 3 home runs, 5 runs batted in. This is back up the middle and picked by Wisely. His throw on about 20 bounces gets there in time. Wow. He was up in the air when he made that throw, and he throws out Nelson Cruz. Nice play by Brett Wisely. It's a 1-2-3 fourth. We go to the 5th, 4-0. See the Friar faithful out here in a big way. This has been heavy Padres at this stadium here, Estadio Alfredo Harp-Hilu in Mexico City.
It's been great atmosphere. Fans are having tons of fun. A lot of offense.
Tyro Estrada, lots of spin, and picking it on the bounce was Darvish. Well, it's time for the top tier play presented by Arco.
Well, ending the 4th inning, Lamont Wade Jr. was facing Darvish. Let's check out the sequence of pitches. The high cutter backs him away right now. Soft with the curveball. He lands it. So I'm going to bounce it. Maybe he'll swing at it. And he does. Now this one here, probably the best curveball Yu Darvish threw all afternoon. He went cutter, curveball, curveball, curveball. See you later. As my good friend Mike Krukow would say, grab some pine.
One down here in the 5th, Jock Peterson. 1-4-2. Rounded out to first in the first, single to right in the third. Now, your good friend Mike Krukow, when you came into the big leagues, he and Kipe were older veterans, right? And they kind of, they abused you, from what I understand, on pretty much a daily basis.
Yes, they did.
But I believe it was Dwayne who told us, we had talked to him in an interview during COVID, actually, when we were doing games on video. I remember doing the video games, and he basically said that you stole Mike Krukow's entire act, that everything that you say actually really is Mike Krukow.
Right,
you just ripped it off. Is that true?
Straight plagiarism.
It is. Wow. Okay, so you're straight up admitting it. That's unbelievable.
It's amazing what you can learn from your teammates.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
I still remember that video.
Swing and a miss, and striking out is Jock Peterson. Strikeout number 6 for Yu Darvish. 2 down.
That was the curveball, looked like again. Stay with it. He's got the good feel. Oh, yeah. 12-6. Way out in front of it. George Peterson goes down swinging.
2 down in the 5th for Mitch Haniger. Hit a long home run to left. Some 460 feet long. A pop-up down the right field line. Tatis running on a slant to the line. We'll get there. Makes the catch. A 1-2-3 inning. The first for Yu Darvish. It's 4-0 Giants. The bottom of the 5th inning. Come down to Petco Park on Sunday, May 7th at 4 p.m. to receive a Padres and Pups calendar presented by Petco. First 40,000 fans will receive this awesome calendar featuring your favorite Padres and their pets. Learn more at Padres.com/giveaways. Last of the 5th. Matt Carpenter, Austin Nola, and Trent Grisham will be along. There's Alex Cobb, now 64 pitches deep into his outing. 1-2-3-4 himself, and there's a liner that's a fair ball. Quickly to the wall. Carpenter is going to throw the brakes on. It's a good thing he did. Although that throw was off the mark, but still. Conforto gets to that ball very quickly off the wall, and it's a long single for Matt Carpenter.
A ball hit hard that splits the gaps or down the lines. There's a good chance that this might happen. Well, granted, Matt Carpenter doesn't have blazing speed, but this carom is played perfectly. Hey, the brakes work. Rather play it safe. Rotors are looking good. Pads are looking good. Carpenter aboard with a single.
There's Austin Nola. Getting his second look at Cobb. That one is blocked by Bart and didn't get all that far away from him. And now out comes Gabe Kapler with a trainer to check on Cobb. I'm not sure what they saw.
Cobb just tried to wave him off a little bit there before he got to the mound, the trainer. Let's watch his arm after this pitch. Kind of shook his arm a little bit. I mean, that happens a lot. I mean, I don't want to speculate.
So it's 1-0 to Austin Nola. He struck out swinging in the 2nd inning. Total of 5 strikeouts for Alex Cobb through 4+ innings. Carpenter at first, nobody out here in the Padres' 5th. Being shut out so far today. Ball behind. 3-0. The fastball's been down velocity-wise too. 96, then 95. There's a strike. 3-1. And Nola is getting a new bat. Must have found a fracture in his twig.
I don't think I've ever seen that. A pitch taken And then, you know, after a swing and a foul ball or something, but a pitch taken in an at-bat, and then
must have taken inventory on his equipment and found out that there was a fracture.
Yeah.
Fly ball, center field. Yastrzemski back, and I love the new bat. Two-run home run for Austin Nola with his new bat. And it's now 4-2. Padres cut the lead in half just like that. I don't think I've ever seen that.
I'm right there with you.
Home run number 1 of the year for Austin Nola.
And that sombrero fits quite well. Good for Austin Nola. Kind of scuffling at the plate. Really hard holding back the smiles. He picked out a winner, that's for sure.
Grisham hit by a pitch in his only plate appearance. That was in the 3rd. Here he is in the 5th, trying to hold up, couldn't. Nobody out here in the 5th. Fly ball. Yastrzemski back on the track, now back onto the artificial surface to make the catch for out number 1. That one hung up as we look at the home run for Nola.
Down and in, he drops the head. It sounded good. And a Padre fan makes the one-handed grab. You can't beat fun at the old ballpark. It's a great grab.
First home run for Nola since September 16th of last year. Driven to right center field, and that ball is going to one hop up and over. So the double for Fernando. He's got an 8-game hitting streak now.
The hits are starting to pile up. There's the hanging breaking ball, and Fernando stays on it. And what does he do so well? He takes it the opposite way. Super Ball. Another Padre fan, as Donnie mentioned earlier, the brown and gold. Oh, yeah. Dance like nobody's watching for the rule book double.
Manny Machado 0 for 2. He has struck out twice. Two of the 5 Ks that Alex Cobb has today. It's amazing. Cobb coming into this outing with a 1.91 ERA through his first 5 starts of the year. It takes until the 5th inning, but the Padres finally get a couple runs against him. A single by Carpenter at the start of the inning. The 2-run shot by Nola. Grisham flies out. Tatis with a double. We'll see what Machado can do. Fouls it off. Finds himself down 1-2. That's away, 2-2. Back to the good gas at 97, but off the mark.
That was the one there. You see Manny's reaction as soon as he fouled that one off. Even he went, oof.
Middle end.
That was the knuckle curveball. That was a hanger. Watch Manny's reaction after he misses this one. Ooh.
Two balls, two strikes to Manny Machado with one out. And Fernando Tatis Jr. at second base.
Oh.
Fouled off to the right.
2 in a row.
Same general area. That was a curveball.
Yep.
Full count now. Manny represents the tying run right now at the plate. Padres were trailing 4-0 coming into the inning. It's now 4-2. Off the backside, no throw. And he's going to take his timeout. The full count to a couple practice swings. With Juan Soto waiting on deck. They restart the clock. And the runner on 20 seconds is where they started. Machado grounds it foul. Fair amount of foul ground. First base, third base, and down into left and right. Pretty consistent all the way down till you get just past where the box seats jet out.
Oh yeah, yeah, pretty symmetrical. I mean, in fact, it is all the way around.
You get down there, there's not a lot of foul ground at all.
Yep.
Swinging a foul tip, and he said it hit the dirt. Bart thinks he caught it. And now they're going to check with first base umpire Jeremy Rehack here and the second base umpire. Everybody's going to come together. Here comes Alfonso Marquez. Question is, did he catch it on the fly or did it hit the ground?
Well, it happens so quickly. Let's take a look.
And the home plate umpire's blocked, right? Pretty much.
Yeah, he's concentrating on everything. Oh, he caught that ball.
Yep.
He caught it cleanly.
It's looking like strike 3.
Yep.
And now Bob Melvin out to dispute this as well.
Yeah, you don't want Manny to get kicked out. They got the call right.
Yes. 6 strikeouts now for Cobb. That's the second out of the inning. And now they're bringing Cobb something. Water, I guess. Yeah, brought him some water. So hydrating. Now Juan Soto is coming up. His first home run in a Padres uniform was off Alex Cobb. 395 feet away on August 9th, 2022. It is our Callaway long ball. Launch angle at 33 degrees.
Need one of those right here.
It's going to be a disengagement, the indication, because of the timeout call by the catcher. Jumping on that first pitch, fouls it back after the fastball. It was actually the split. The splitter is about 90 miles an hour. His fastball has been hitting 97 tops. Soto singled to right in the first, grounded into a 4.63 DP in the third inning. Ball 2. So Cobb has struck out 6 so far. He's walked no one. Ball 3. Waiting on deck, Xander Bogaerts, who has not reached base safely today yet. That'll be his third AB.
You might see a split finger right here, or that knuckle curve. He's been throwing it a lot, anytime.
On the ground and through into right field, a base hit for Soto. Here comes Fernando. He will score the third Padres run, and it's a one-run game. Juan Soto driving in a run.
It was the splitter. Knee high, not down enough, and Soto finds the hole, and off and running. That's an easy score right there as Fernando scampers home.
Next pitch will be the 90th for Cobb. And now Xander Bogaerts talking to Pat Holberg, the home plate umpire. So apparently a batter violation there on Xander because it was a strike up on the board.
Yep.
So a ball and a strike. Needed first for Soto with 2 down. Guess he was not ready at the 8-second mark.
Yep.
Out of the count, 2-1. And taking off for second is Soto on the ball in the dirt. He'll get there. Almost ended up in center field if not for the nice pick by Wisely.
Heads up base running. Get that tying run in scoring position with 2 outs. There's the split finger. Just a little bit right there. And then Bart yanks this throw to the shortstop side. And Donnie, you're right. That's a nice pick right there by Wisely.
So now 3-1 to Bogaerts. And he fouls it off down by the shoe tops. And now a quick word from Sequan Casino.
Sequan, make it your place to just chill. I made it mine. Make it yours.
In the midst of the bottom of the 5th inning back in Mexico City. Padres trail 4-0 coming into this, the bottom of the 5th. They have scored 3 times. Have a runner in scoring position and a payoff pitch to Bogaerts, who strikes out to end the inning. But the Padres scored 3 times. How about Austin Nola? Didn't like the bat he had, gets a new one, and then hits a home run. A 2-run shot, his first of the year. It's 4-3 Giants as we head to the 6th inning in Mexico. Back in Mexico City, Michael Conforto leading it off. 77 pitches now for Darvish as he works through his first hitter of the 6th inning. Darvish has retired 6 in a row, and 4 of the 6 by way of the K. Conforto's 3rd look at Yu Darvish. Flied out very deeply to the warning track in left field in the 2nd. Doubled and scored in the 4th inning. 8 hits for the Giants. On the corner. Thank you.
Don't need to tell you, Donnie or Silla, but this is a very important inning for Yu Darvish after scoring 3 in the bottom half
Need the shutdown, right?
Yeah, right here in the top of the 6th. Yu Darvish has made some good pitches. Some of the cutters have elevated in the zone, therefore elevated out of the ballpark. But we got a close one.
Conforto, Davis, and Yastrzemski scheduled to bat in the inning. Darvish has allowed 3 home runs today. That's the bad news. Good news is they were all solo shots. And to be expected. After the 11 we saw last night. Swing and a miss. And Conforto strikes out. 7 strikeouts for Yu Darvish.
I'll tell you what, Yu Darvish couldn't have walked up to home plate and placed this pitch any better. Watch the glove of Nola. Watch the pitch. He doesn't even move it. How awesome is that?
It's hitting your spots.
Yeah, it is.
7 in a row now, retired by Darvish. Here's J.D. Davis. Did he go? No, he did not. Jeremy Rehack, first base umpire. Davis is 2 for 2. The Giants' third baseman homered, a solo shot in the 2nd, then singled to left in the 4th inning.
Beautiful, beautiful cutter right there from Darvish. Shut him down right here. Let's get the guy some runs next half inning. Again.
Getting down there. 1. Whoa, barely got it off. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out J.D. Davis. Back-to-back Ks. 8-0 for Darvish. 2 down.
Fastball again, up in the zone. That's a beautiful thing.
So 2 down in the 6th, and Mike Yastrzemski 1 for 2 today, and an RBI single in the 4th inning. Grounded foul to the end of the Padres dugout.
Where are they housed today, Donnie?
They're housed on the first base side.
Was that way yesterday?
Same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't often change dugouts in the middle of a series.
No.
I can't remember another time where that's happened.
We'd have to look that up.
1-1.
Oh, wow. Where did that miss?
Not sure it did. Called the ball, though. 2-1. Another look.
Maybe a little low. Maybe.
On the ground, up the middle, into center field. Mike Yastrzemski gets his 2nd hit of the day. Wide turn at first, but he'll hold. Breaks up a string of 8 in a row, retired by Darvish. Now Fernando Tatis Jr. settling in right field. Time now for our international guard play sense. And last night, able to throw out a base runner at 3rd base with that hose that he possesses. He's out by a lot.
And the thing I like about that play is that throw was on the line, wasn't airmailed, and then tried to go the backside there to get Estrada. Yeah, he's having fun out there, and talking about making adjustments. Yes, he'll make those adjustments.
He's waving to fans.
Yeah.
They're waving back.
He's a fan favorite. They think he's a righteous dude. They all love him. Sportos, the geeks.
Well, Luis Garcia hops up here. First action we've seen in the pen today for the Padres, as this is pitch 90 for Yu Darvish. Joey Bart, the hitter, and he'll take the strike. Bart's 0 for 2. He's fly to right and struck out looking. down 0-2.
He's got a really good feel for that cutter in this inning.
Timeout for Bart. Got down pretty quickly there, 0-2. Just to collect his thoughts. Now the mound and home plate in the shadows with the backdrop in the bright sunshine. Look out. Watch your face.
Well, he wants it up, just leaks in a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. See if he goes down and away with that cut fastball. It almost seems to be the blueprint after a pitch like that. Oh, he doubled up. I like it.
Look at pitches by inning. 28 in the 4th inning. That was the inning in which she faced 7 hitters and allowed 2 additional runs for the Giants.
Splitty.
Broken bat. Grounder that I think is going to stay foul. Yes.
He literally cued that off the cupped end of that bat. You can see there where that bat splintered. He's so far out in front of this, literally off the end of the bat.
He's watching wood chips fly.
Yeah.
The ball went the other direction. Ended up squibbed down the first baseline.
Good word.
Thank you. Fought that one off foul. Tardy on the swing. Bart has fly to right, struck out looking. Bats with Yastrzemski at first, 2 down here in the 6th inning. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That cutter again. 9 strikeouts for Yu Darvish. Able to strike out Bart to end the inning. It's 4-3 San Francisco. Bally Sports presents Padres Baseball, brought to you by Petco, official partner of the San Diego Padres. By your San Diego County Toyota dealers, we make it easy. And by Circa Resort and Casino. Christian Villanueva handing out autographs and signing for the fans of Monterrey, Mexico. Last time the Padres were in Mexico, 2018. Well, it doesn't seem like that long ago.
Yeah.
But it was. And it rained a lot that first night. See everybody in the ponchos. And Christian Villanueva actually went to Japan for a little bit. Not sure where he's playing currently, but played third base for the Friars.
And we wish him well wherever
Yes.
he is.
He was before Manny Machado at third base. Jay Cronenworth leads it off and takes strike one. New pitcher, Scott Alexander.
We saw Alexander last night in the game, pitched a third of an inning, 3 earned runs, gave up a hit, walked 2.
Fly ball left field. Mitch Haniger now going back towards the corner, and he'll have no play. That ball ends up in the stands.
Boy, that ball just keeps going and going and drifts, right?
I mean, from where Haniger started and then where the ball ended up,
Yeah.
2 completely different places. He just kept drifting, and then no chance. When it started, he was not quite straight away left field, but pretty close, and feeling like he had a play on that ball. Not even close.
Yeah, at first I thought he was going to have a play as well.
The 0-2, and did he go? Yes, he did. Cronenworth strikes out. So Cronenworth chasing that pitch. Well, the Padres into that bullpen.
Yeah, he goes on that. That's the had a big break to it, almost like a sweeper, a big curveball from Alexander. Could have been a slider. I think it was a slider, actually.
There's Nelson Cruz with one out.
It's a big slider. Oh.
Look at his feet moving.
Didn't hit him?
No.
Wow.
Somehow missed. Tripled in the second inning. Grounded out to second base in the fourth. 1 for 2. So that bullpen with an ERA over 6. Chopped to short, and Estrada's throw will be picked on the other side. Great stretch by Lamont Wade Jr. Well, he's played a nice first base for the Giants. We saw him in the outfield over the last couple of years with Brandon Belt at first base for a bunch of years for the Giants, and now it's Lamont Wade Jr. in a nice play.
A nice play at shortstop, and then does he stay on the bag? Absolutely, he does. A nice play on the back end. A nice play all the way around. Estrada, I mean, that is not an easy play.
So 2 down, and Matt Carpenter. 1 for 2. He struck out in the second. Single to right in the fifth. And we got a timeout here. The batter's timeout. One pitch is going to be framed there by Bart, but it's a ball. Alex Cobb went 5 innings, giving up 7 hits, 3 runs. Didn't walk anybody, struck out 7. Pitcher of record right now. Threw 94 pitches in those 5 innings. Slowly rolled down the first baseline. Wade Jr. will apply the tag. Actually, he's out of the baseline for the out that ends the inning. We're going to the 7th. It's 4-3 San Fran. 4-3 Giants on top. Cheer on the Padres as they host the Kansas City Royals on Monday, May 15th at 6:40 p.m. and receive a Machado City Connect bobblehead presented by Cox. Limited to 40,000 fans. Learn more at Padres.com/giveaways. Mudd has been traveling that very bobblehead. It's outstanding.
Manny travels well.
Yes, he does.
The bat is, you can take it out for travel purposes, so it doesn't.
Great.
But Donnie, you always like to put the bat back in.
I like to put the bat back in. He's not up, so we don't have to do it quickly.
Right.
We've had that happen a few times.
Add it to your collection.
It's a very nice item.
Makes a great gift.
And City Connect. Spread wisely. Bats out of the number 9 spot. New pitcher is Luis Garcia.
Very important inning for the bullpen for the Padres to hold that deficit, only trailing by 1.
Darvish departs on the hook after his 6-inning effort. 9 hits, 4 runs, 3 home runs. They were all solo shots, and he ended up striking out 9. Did not walk anybody.
You know what? Consider here that's a good outing.
Yes, it is.
It's a really good outing.
Really good.
Kept him in the game. As you mentioned, Donnie, solo shots for the home runs. If you're going to give them up, that's what you want to do.
To right, and Tatis moves over to make the catch, Bill of the cap high. And now a quick word from Fix Auto.
Restore the joy and excitement of riding in your car. We're here when you need us. Visit fixautousa.com to find your locally owned and operated Fix Auto Collision Center.
One away in the 7th inning. Lamont Wade Jr. A 1-for-3 game from the top spot in the Giants order. He homered in the first off Yu Darvish. A solo shot.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I think Manny's bobblehead's gonna go on the IL.
Oh no. Did you drop it?
I put it on the shelf.
Yes.
I put it somewhere to
Oh, no.
Manny's missing a left hand.
And the bat's gone. I can't put it back in.
Well, the bat's, yeah.
Ever again.
I put a piece of tape on the bottom to hold the bat.
Oh, no.
So I put him on the little shelf here to remind myself to put it in the my travel bag.
Not good. No. Well, it's a wrap on that one.
Sorry, Manny. I feel so bad.
On the ground to short. Bogarts has it get through him into center field. And reaching is Wade Jr. with one out here in the 7th inning. Hard surface and the ball gets by quick here. And let's see what happened to Bogarts. Looked like he had squared up to it.
Yeah, it looks like he got in front of it. Kind of back on his heels a little bit, and just a good old-fashioned boot right there. It happens to the best of them. Play that should have been made, absolutely.
Charge him with an error.
Xander would be the first guy to say, you know what, I got to make that play, no doubt.
Thairo Estrada batting 1 for 3, single to left in the 3rd inning. Are you going to try to fix that, or what's the plan?
Oh, yeah. You know me.
You're going to bring it home, fix it?
You know me. First, I got to find his hand.
Estrada grounds it foul. Well, it's been historic, really, for Estrada. The start that he's had in the first month. Well, where is it in Giants history for second baseman? Since 1906, first at 350. Tito Fuentes, Manny Trio, Ray Durham, and Jeff Kent. See their numbers. It's unbelievable, the start that he has had.
It really is. When you think of Giants second baseman and really good ones, you know which one surprised me that's not on that list? Obviously, because he didn't have a good April, but Robbie Thompson.
Swing and a miss, and he strikes him out for a strikeout for Luis Garcia. 2 down.
This is one of those hanging breaking balls that I talk about. Sometimes it works to your advantage, and that slider right there, up and in for the strikeout.
So 2 down, and Jock Peterson 1 for 3, a single to right back in the 3rd.
Donnie, I'm kind of excited.
Okay.
I found Manny's hand.
Okay, great.
And it looks like it's going to be an easy fix because it's a clean break.
Is that all it's fractured? Just the hand?
Yeah, just the hand.
I feel like there's some arm missing.
No.
Okay. Do you say so? That ought to be easy.
That's an easy fix right there.
Oh, yeah, because the batting glove's still on there. The part that you fractured. And you've got an awesome set of tools.
Oh, yeah.
Back at the booth at Petco. There's a chopper up the middle. Bogarts fires to first for the out. That'll end the inning. 7th inning stretch from Mexico City. It's 4-3 Giants. Well, Padres fans, you have scored a free Jumbo Jack from Jack in the Box with today's home run, thanks to Nola switching bats. And then the very next pitch hits it out of the yard, his first home run of the year. Caught by a Padres fan. And right center field. And then the Polaroid.
Very nice. Happy for Austin.
He's going to lead it off here in the bottom of the 7th inning. As the Giants move on to their 3rd pitcher of this game, John Brebbia, who we saw in last night's contest.
Pitched in the 8th last night. And this right-hander, 32 years old. Pretty much a 3-pitch pitcher, but it's basically just boiling down to 2, the slider and the 4-seamer. And that slider, it's heavy. 60% of the time he will throw that spinner up there. And you know what? He's a fly ball pitcher, so watch out this inning. Maybe the Padres can elevate some. Yeah, right?
Not a great combination to be pitching here. So Nola struck out in the 2nd, then the home run you just saw in the 5th. A 1-2-3 6th inning for the middle arm of the 3 arms used by Gabe Kapler in this game. Scott Alexander, a strikeout and 2 groundouts, made pretty quick work of the Padres in the 6th inning. Brebbia ahead 1-2. And the timeout called here for Nola. Should switch bats again.
Yeah,
it works. Although this one probably the one that he used to hit the home run, so we'll see. 2-2. Full count to the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th. And that is strike 3. Nola goes looking for the first out of the 7th inning.
that's one of the 2 I was talking about. This is the slider, the high slider, right at the belt buckle there. Ooh, Austin thought differently there.
9 strikeouts for Padres hitters. 1 down in the 7th for Trent Grisham. Batting out of the number 9 spot for San Diego, where he has been hit by a pitch and flied out to center. This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the San Diego Padres and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Diego Padres.
Oh,
that was an elevation snap right there.
Yeah, it was. That was solid. By the way, I've been wanting to get this stat out there since we've been here.
Go ahead.
Mexico City, Mexico metro area population.
It's huge.
22 million.
Fly ball. Foul.
22.2 million.
You got anything else? That's it. That's it. That's the stat.
I've been waiting for that.
How do you feel? Do you feel good? You got it off your chest?
Timing's everything.
Yeah.
And once again, the elevation, 7,300 feet. You wonder why the ball travels like it does.
That's good stuff.
By the way, did you know that Mexico City has the most museums of any other city in the world?
I didn't know that.
Well, now you do.
That's new information. I know it has a lot of traffic. Swing and a miss, and Grisham strikes out. Back-to-back Ks for John Brebbia. 2 down in the 7th inning.
Looks like Brebbia goes hard right here with the fastball. Yes, that's a 2-seamer away. So he's got the slider to Nola, the fastball to Grisham.
You know what else it's got? Great food. I've eaten very well since I've been here.
Fantastic.
2 down for Fernando. Lined out to left, singled and doubled, extending his hitting streak now to 8 games. Foul tipped, 1-1.
Mexico City was once called, quote, the city of palaces, end quote.
How many palaces did it have at that point, Tito?
A lot.
Whoa.
Look out.
And
foul ball?
That got him, apparently. Hit him. And Brebbia is like, what?
I think he's
indicating a foul ball.
I think so. Let's take a look. Oh, did it hit his hand?
Oh, I got his hand. Well, I think Fernando would be saying something if it did.
Yeah.
And now they're going to get together. So Pat Hober going down, and I guess he wants to challenge. Bob Melvin is challenging that. So I guess the call on the field was a foul ball. That's what Gabe Kapler's saying. He's saying that ball was fouled off, and I don't know what the call in the field was now if Gabe's upset about this.
Gabe is indicating he's doing the motion that Holberg was doing, like the foul ball sign, and then the strike.
Right.
San Diego's challenging the call of foul tip.
Okay. So why is Gabe so upset? Because that's what he's saying all along, that it was foul tipped. The call was it was foul tipped. So I have no idea why Gabe is all fired up.
Let's take a look at it here.
Wow. That angle doesn't look like it was near the bat.
Yeah.
Let's see what this.
Después de revisar la jugada se ha decidido no cambiarla. Foul tip. San Diego pierde la oportunidad de retar otras jugadas. After review, the call stands. It is a foul tip. San Diego will lose their challenge.
Okay, so it was the Padres challenging. They felt it hit him?
I think what happened was, since that was the call, the foul tip,
right,
San Diego is challenging the foul tip call. So I think what they were saying was he was hit rather than it was a foul tip. So the umpire indicating this is what the call was made and this is what the challenge is being called upon, the call being a foul tip. Rather than saying the Padres are challenging that this ball hit him, no, that was the call, foul tip. So that's what they're challenging, that it wasn't a foul tip. If that I know it's confusing. Hey,
that's definitely a foul tip.
You know what I think the umpire should do, and this is just me thinking. Like for instance on that was the call, foul tip, right? He should say San Diego is challenging the foul tip call, indicating they don't think it's a foul tip. They think it's a hit by pitch.
That's not what he said.
That's right. So there was the call that he said. They're challenging the foul tip. It should be foul tip call.
1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Strikes out the side in order. Brebbia looks very good. It's 4-3 Giants. Thanks very much, Mike and Mark. Back on the mound is Luis Garcia. Pitches the 7th, starts the 8th, and a strike to Mitch Haniger. Haniger homered in the 4th inning, solo shot. Fouled off down the right field line, out of play. Darvish went the first 6 innings. On the hook at the moment. Darvish allowing 4 runs on 9 hits. Didn't walk anybody and struck out 9. Fly ball, center field. Grisham going back. On to the warning track to make the catch. One down in the 8th as we check out the schedule coming up here for the Padres. They return home after this game. And the Cincinnati Reds, as Mike Pomerantz mentioned a couple moments ago, will be there for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. An off day on Thursday, and then the Padres will host the Dodgers before heading right back out on the road again to Minnesota and Los Angeles on the next trip.
First of all, I love the calendar.
Yes.
You got to know where your
gotta
hometown 9 is.
Right.
Secondly, we got the Reds coming to town. You know what that means? Get to see El Gallo.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Well, Myers will be back in the house.
Yep.
Michael Conforto, 1-4-3. And late on that 98-mile-an-hour fastball from Luis Garcia. Somewhat of a gap in right center. With Grisham over towards left center. It's become mostly cloudy here as the day has gone on. That one slipped to 96, up and away. Well, suit up this season at MLBshop.com. Check out the largest selection of authentic caps, t-shirts, collectibles, and more. Gear up with your Padres at MLBshop.com. Look at the cool roof they feature here at Estadio Alfredo Harp. Hello.
It is very cool.
I like it.
I do too.
And you will like it because you can sit in the shade.
Love the shade.
Covers the most of the stadium.
Yeah. You mentioned it yesterday, but that hangs over about 5 feet of the field, so
yep.
A ball hits there, it's a dead ball.
Conforto with a swing and a miss, and he strikes out. Second strikeout for Luis Garcia, out number 2 of the 8th.
Tough to lay off that high heater, and Garcia's got it upstairs. He's got it downstairs with the splitter. This time, it goes up in the attic.
The wind has really shifted. It is blowing in now. 2 down in the 8th, and J.D. Davis has had a 2-hit day.
Oh!
Look out, and he gets hit. Breaking ball gets him.
Well, the spinner that got away.
It didn't do much, did it?
Yeah, right in the left tricep there.
So a 2-out base runner now for the Giants. Gives Mike Yastrzemski a chance, and first Ruben Niebla, pitching coach, headed out there. Yastrzemski has 2 hits today, both singles to center, and a 2-for-3 showing for the Giants center fielder. Luis Garcia has thrown 25 pitches in an inning and 2/3 so far.
I think if you're going to go off speed against Yastrzemski, you got to be careful for a strike, because he gets something to speed up his bat. You know, give him left field, possibly something hard away, splitters away. In-depth count. Oh, really? He says, really? All right. Well, everybody's in on the act. Xander, Manny. You got anything to say, Donnie?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
No? All right. Let's go get him. All right.
Well, I would have been there if I had anything to say. I don't think anybody wants to hear me anyway.
Sure they do. Just working down right here. Ooh.
Ball 1.
That one slipped out.
He's had a few.
Yeah, that was a slider there.
Yeah, he hit J.D. Davis with a slider. He's at first base. A little bigger lead for him now. And crowds him with a fastball. Falls behind 2-0. Ball 3.
Hey, that
Padres baseball all season long on the Bally Sports app. Brought to you by T-Mobile. Pitch in there for a strike. Yastrzemski with a high hopper, and Cronenworth will get it there in time. Nice rangy play by Jake Cronenworth to end the top of the 8th. We're going to the bottom of the 8th in a one-run game. When we come back to Mexico, Manny Machado will be in the box. Bally Sports presents Padres Baseball, brought to you by Sequan Casino Resort. Watch the Padres all season long at Sequan Casino Resort. Win exclusive prizes, game tickets, and more. By GMC. And by UC San Diego Health, official health provider of the San Diego Padres. Four 3, Giants on top. The Padres scored all 3 of their runs in the 5th inning. It's on to the bottom of the 8th, and Manny Machado, as promised, in the box, will take a strike.
Different look for these Padre hitters. We've seen it before. Tyler Rogers,
brother of Taylor. It's quickly 0-2.
Not a hard thrower, but a lot of deception and a release point unlike any other. Four-seamer, slider, sinker, curveball.
A lot of times we talk about the save coming in the 8th inning.
Yeah.
This is an inning in which he's going to face Machado, Soto, and Bogaerts.
Yeah, 2 of the 3 right-handers. So yes, very important inning.
Almost hit him. Straightens up Manny and evens the count at 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Machado, for the 4th time today, strikes out. Very unusual.
Literally pitching uphill with the fastball in. A great location for Rogers. You see Manny trying to do his best to stay in there and not pull off that. He just couldn't get a chance to foul that one off even.
1 out in the 8th for Juan Soto, who's had a 2-hit day today. Both hits have gone to right. And he has an RBI. Swing and a miss for strike 1, down to one knee, and now a stumble out of the box.
You mentioned it earlier in the game, Don, as far as Soto being aggressive. How about this first pitch offering?
Whoa.
Big time swing.
Whoa. Close pitch, maybe a little outside. 1-1. Just on a curveball. So Tyler Rogers takes over for John Brebbia, who struck out the side in order. Nola, Grisham, and Tatis. And it's now 8 in a row retired by Giants pitching. As Rogers jumps ahead, 1-2. Another curveball. Slices it foul off to the left out of play. Alex Cobb started this game and allowed the 3 runs that the Padres have in 5 innings. He would throw 94 pitches and leave as the pitcher of record right now. 1 hitless inning for Alexander, 1 hitless inning for Brebbia with the 3 strikeouts. And now Tyler Rogers has 1 out in the 8th. 2-2. 12 strikeouts for Padres hitters. Hader had been throwing. He's now walking around.
So 71 for the Giants on the hill, 71 for the Padres in the pen getting ready.
Foul back. We'll do it again. 2-2. Yeah. I see what you tried to do there.
Yeah, bring it again, right?
Yeah. 2-2 is a little low. 3-2. Bogarts, maybe Cronenworth. We'll see. Ball 4 and a 1-out walk for Juan Soto breaks up a string of 8 in a row retired by Giants pitching. And we will see Xander Bogaerts, who does not have a hit today. He's not been on base today. The closer, Camilo Doval, up in the pen for the Giants.
Yeah, this is the 3rd hitter being faced by Rogers, so he's got to face that 3 minimum. This would be his last hitter if they wanted to make a change.
Bogaerts has grounded out to 3rd, struck out swinging in the 4th, struck out swinging in the 5th. 1 for 3 in his career against Rogers. Not a huge sample size. Line to left and a base hit for Bogaerts. He has now hit safely or reached base safely in 30 straight Padres games.
Fantastic. Passing it along to Jake Cronenworth. Xander knows that the Padres need base runners. After the walk, he gets a fastball middle in, and he is on it.
Kind of a pitching change. Gabe Kapler's headed out there. He's going to get Doval. With Cronenworth coming up, we will see a new pitcher in for the Giants as Tyler Rogers, after striking out Machado, walks Soto and gives up a single to Bogaerts. Will step aside from Mexico City. It's 4-3 San Francisco.
I mean, you've rocked his mustache pretty strong, man.
The beard had a good run. There's a lot more gray in it now than I want to have. So that's probably the main reason I like having the mustache.
That's today on Padres POV after Padres Live, the postgame show.
We look forward to that. Tony Gwynn Jr. as a new pitcher and now for the Giants. Their closer, Camilo Doval.
This kid has got a live arm. And when I mean live, I'll tell you, he's 25 years old. This season, 10 games. Opponent's only 194. This guy throws a cutter. Javier Lopez, who does Padres, or I'm sorry, check that. He does Giants TV. He told me he throws the cutter 104 miles an hour. He has touched 104, Donnie.
Wow.
And he is 3 for 3. Last year, he had 27 saves.
We saw it from time to time. He can be on the wild side, though.
Yes.
And that's kind of scary if he's throwing that hard.
Absolutely. And like last year, 67 2/3 innings of work. He walked 30.
And they're looking for 5 outs from him.
Yeah. Big task.
Comes in with 1 out in the 8th. Soto at second, Bogaerts at first, and Jake Cronenworth, who's had an 0 for 3 day today.
And a cutter, we know how effective that can be to left-handed hitters. You got to get that head out.
Strike call.
That's his sinker at 100.
In the dirt, and no advance for the base runners. Bart jumped out quickly and wasn't all that far away from him. Kicked up the first base line just a little. Ooh. to right, and that's in for a base hit. Soto being waved around. Here comes the throw. It is going to be cut off, and the Padres tie the game. Jay Cronenworth with an RBI single to right, and the Padres tie it up 4-4.
Jake's got to be quick. That's a 101-mile-an-hour sinker. That's down and in, and he turns on it. And Mike Schilt, third base coach for the Padres, sends Soto, gotta go, to tie it up. Jake's all fired up.
First and third with one out. Go ahead run 90 feet away at Bogarts. Cruz will take ball one. 101 on the fastball.
So the cutter is low 90s. The sinker 101 plus.
Blown save for Duvall. That run is charged to Tyler Rogers, who is still responsible for Bogarts at third base. Nelson Cruz tripled back in the second, 1 for 3. Cruz grounds it foul. Swing and a miss, and Cruz strikes out. It was 102. And out number 2 of the 8th.
Right at the knees with the 102. Wow.
First strikeout for Duvall since coming into this game. 13th for Padres hitting, and Matt Carpenter's coming up. For 3 day today for the Padres first baseman. He singled to right. Back in the 5th. Foul back for strike 1.
I was going to say, Matt Carpenter, just put the ball in play. Try to avoid the strikeout. Hit the ball on the ground. You never know what's going to happen. It's a quick infield. It's a hard infield. How about a broken bat flare somewhere? Just try to avoid the strikeout.
102 but missing. First batter he faced was Cronenworth, who drives in the tying run. It's Bogarts to third base. Ball 2, and that didn't get very far from Bart. Not get it cleanly. No chance for Bogarts to try to get in. Padres have tied it here in the bottom of the 8th, now trying to take a lead. With Hader getting ready in the pen. Up and in. 3-1. Nola waiting on deck. Carpenter pops it up foul off to the left out of play. Even hundo there. Xander Bogarts at third base, the go-ahead run. Jay Cronenworth, who just drove in the tying run at first base. Not holding him on. With a 3-2 pitch. On the ground down the line, but foul. Wow, very close. Right down the line, but foul.
Turning at a 102 mile-an-hour fastball. Wow, that was close.
So we do it again, 3-2. Carpenter fouls it off. Gets a piece of the 103.
There's a battle right here. Duvall versus Carpenter.
Carpenter hits a fly ball to center field, shallow. Coming in is Yastrzemski. He dives, can't get it. Bogarts is going to score. Carter is going to score. And the Padres are going to take a 6-4 lead in Mexico. Matt Carpenter with one heck of an AB. Fighting off 103, 104, and he bloops one to center to drive in 2.
That's avoiding the strikeout. That's putting the ball in play. And I'll tell you what, when that ball was heading up in the air and I saw you stretch the, I said, there's no way that that ball's going to fall in there. I think even Matt Carpenter realizes that ball's going to be caught. But he just coming in. And you know what, Donnie, you mentioned it earlier. The wind started to blow in about an inning and a half ago. I think that wind knocked it down a little bit. Yastrzemski was playing it kind of on the deep side. There's the effort. Everybody's off and running. 2 outs. Looking good right now. Wow, what a great AB.
And I believe Yastrzemski is injured here. He is coming off. Joined by Gabe Kapler and the trainer. And gingerly walking off the field. Got a pinch run for Carpenter here, who has just come up with a double that has put the Padres on top by 2.
Wow, after the strikeout to lead off the inning to Manny, Soto draws the walk. Great, you know, we've seen some great at-bats. Xander extends the streak. Jake turns one around. Cruz struck out, and then Carpenter drives in 2. That's awesome. That was a great effort by Mike Yastrzemski, by the way. He hit that turf hard.
Oh, look at the dive. Ha-Seong Kim has come in to pinch run.
So defensively, this adds to the defense next half inning for the Padres. You'll see Kim at second base and Jake probably move over to first base.
Wisely has gone into center field, so he's moving from second base to center field. Wisely now in center, and there's a new second baseman, might be VR, who came into last night's game. There's Wisely, who had been playing at second base. It is VR who takes over at second. So now Padres looking for more. Nola will take ball 1. He homered in the 5th, his first of the year. To right center, Wisely moves over and makes the catch. Bill of the cap high to end the inning. Well, Jake Cronenworth ties this game with a base hit. And then the blip to center field. It scores 2 to put the Padres on top 6-4. To the 9th we go in Mexico City. The game. Cronenworth turns around a fastball into right field for a base hit. Around comes Soto to tie the score at 4. And then Matt Carpenter sends this bloop into shallow center out of the reach of Yastrzemski to score. Bogarts, Cronenworth, Padres take a 6-4 lead into the 9th. Josh Hader trying to close the door on the Giants. Here are the numbers.
Well, enters his 13th game, and the numbers are fantastic. 0.75 ERA. Opponent's only hitting a hundo.
Joey Bart, the number 8 hitter, leading it off, 0 for 3 today. Nice job by Luis Garcia, by the way. He pitched the 7th and 8th and gave the Padres the opportunity to bring the bats. There's a one hopper. Cronenworth's got it. He'll flip to Hader, out number 1. Boy, Cronenworth is spectacular at first base.
Donnie, I concur with you 100%. This kid has put on the first baseman's mitt. I mean, that's a tough hop right there. He reacts, and then the nice feed to Hader. Jake does everything so well over there. Good range, good with the glove, good with the stretching. Hey, should I be aware of the bunt? Hey, I'm trying to get your attention over there. The bunt.
There's a pinch hitter, Austin Slater, pinch hitting for Wisely in the 9th spot. Slater's first appearance of this series. And he'll take a ball. Strike call. One down in the 9th inning.
You know, Donnie, we talk about the velocity of Hader quite a bit, right? And then that sweeping breaking ball. Don't forget about that changeup of his. He's got a changeup in his back pocket that is one of the better ones as well. He'll break that out for the strikeout.
Two-1 is on the ground to short. Bogarts on the run and in time. 2 down. Two outs in the 9th inning, and Lamont Wade Jr. is coming up. Actually, we got another pinch hitter. Wilmer Flores. And a conference at the mound after the introduction of Flores, and again, it's his first appearance of this 2-game set. Plate umpire Pat Oberg heading up to break up this meeting. 2 outs, 9th inning. Friar faithful standing in Mexico City as one. Strike 1. Wow, pretty close pitch.
Yeah, it was.
Darvish for 6, Garcia for 2. Hader has 2 outs in the 9th inning. Back up the middle. Kim has got it. His throw in time. Padres win. A victory for the Padres. They take both games in the Mexico City series. A 6-4 Padres victory. It's time for Padres Live, the postgame show. Mike Pomerantz, what's in store?